We're in Commons Bar in Newbridge, where the Republican father of Michael D. Higgins was employed after his release from the Curragh after the Civil War. And Paul McCormack, who we're interviewing today, could you tell me about your family background and how you became interested in Irish folk music?
Well, yeah, I can tell you a wee bit about my family background. My parents were both born in Newbridge, Henry Street, 1917. My mother was, I suppose, well, she wasn't at the time, but she became an Irish dancer herself, and her sister had a school of Irish dancing way back in the 30s. And she danced at feshes and flags and danced for the likes of De Valera and stuff when he's campaign around Ireland at the time. She met a lot of people in her day. She had a big interest in Cayley music, I suppose, at the time. And of course, well, I first got my draw for Irish music, I suppose, when the ballad boom came along, the Clancy's and Tommy Macon and Dubliners, etc. And I think the first song I'd ever played was Go Lassie Go, which was handy to play, easy to play, and that's the way I like to keep it. But I'm going to sing a song called The Patriot Game, which I learned at the Patrician Brothers School in the 60s. Which I've turned into a two-chord trick. It's written by Dominic Bean. God be good to him. Come all you young rebels, and list while I sing. For the love of one's country, it's a terrible thing. It banishes fear with the speed of a flame, and it makes us all part of the patriot game. My name doesn't matter, my age is 16. My homeland is Ireland, where I was weaned. I led my life there, that cruel England's to blame. That's why I'm part of the patriot game. It's nearly 3 years since I rambled away with a local battalion of the bold IRA. I read about freedom, and I wanted the same, to play my own part in the patriot game. Now as I lie here, all shot full of hope, I think on those traitors, they bargained, they sold. And I wish that my rifle had given as I lie here, my body all holds. I think on those traitors, oh, they bargained, they sold. I wish that my rifle had given the same to those quislings who sold out the patriot game. To those traitors who sold out our patriot game.
Paul, could you tell me about Nicky Leahy and the Castlecomer Miners Union?
Well, I went to live there in the 90s, and it's a big mining community. The coal mines had closed down, I think, in the early 70s, and Nicky Leahy, he wasn't alive when I moved into the town, but a few miners were left, and they were telling me stories about this man and about the mines and about the Castlecomer Mining Union. I'm not sure, I think it's the miners and the Quarrymen's Union or something like that. But they said that he, during the 30s, went to Moscow to form a union so that he would recognise the miners and their needs. And at the time, I think a lot of mining had been going on anyway, somewhere in that area since the 1600s. Before they were mining marble, they were mining coal. And even in the words of the song, which is the great song that everybody sings, Carrickfergus, when they say on Kilkenny marble as black as ink. The original song apparently was on Castlecomer coal or Skahana coal as black as ink. But anyway, for a long time, of course, for hundreds of years, miners were dying of a disease, and it became known as the black lung, or pneumoconiosis, or silicosis. And part of the reason, I believe, that they wanted to form a union was to have this recognised, etc., that they were, for want of a better word, not cared for. Do you want to write there? I'm getting thrown off because I knew that would happen. People are
That's good.
around anyway, but
So he must have been a communist, was he, or
well,
socialist?
they called him communist, but I don't really know whether he was a communist or not. They excommunicated him and his followers, or not from Rome, but from the local church. The bishops and priests, etc., said it was the work of the devil to follow communism or to join unions or to follow Nicky Leahy. That kind of, I suppose, religious war against them.
And do you have a song that was sort of?
I wrote a song called A Breed Apart, and it kind of, I pushed the whole history into one little song. If you'd like me to sing it for you, I'll
It's whatever you feel. You
give it a lash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bad place. Ready? Hang a go. A breed apart. They were a breed apart, different right from the start. They did what they had to do, men with hearts of steel. They struggled to the end, they did not break and they did not bend. They were strong miners, one and all, they were a breed apart. From the cold fields of Mooning Road to the city streets of Moscow, union will make us strong comrades, one and all. They would not give in, they had the will to win. Organize the miners to become a breed apart. They were a breed apart, different right from the start. Strong spirit, strong heart, they were a breed apart. Their names went on a list of dirty, rotten communists. Your souls will burn in hell, get what you deserve. And the church cried out, it's a sin, and excommunicated them. God knew different, for they were a breed apart. They were a breed apart, strong of spirit, strong of heart. Different from the start, they were a breed apart. Turn them from your door, outcast of your holy war. Try to break their spirit, but they had more faith than you. They had no fear, I know. Go where miners dare to go. No one can deny that they were a breed apart. They were a breed apart, different right from the start. Strong of spirit, strong of heart, they were a breed apart. They were a breed apart, different right from the start. Strong of spirit and heart, they were a breed apart. Were a breed apart.
That was just brilliant. Paul, could
Right.
you tell
Sorry.
me about your involvement in the Rakes of Kildare Folk Club in the 1970s?
Yeah, well, I come back. I was away in Germany for a while there, and I came back in the 70s. And well, before I even went to Germany, there was a great love of Irish. Well, I suppose at that time, trad kind of ballads, that kind of music, and Doolin was a favourite haunt. Clare, anywhere there's a flag Keol, following the music, you know. And after coming back, I said, well, there's nothing going on here in this town at all, and there still isn't today, really, when you think about it. And so myself and a friend of mine, Nicky, we decided to start a club called the Rakes of Kildare. So we got where Swift's is now, that pub upstairs. They gave us the use of the hall, and we contacted and got in contact with every traveller, every singer, songwriter, I suppose, musician, everybody we could in the country.
What sort of
to
people
come
would
and
have
play?
Who would have played there? Do
Yeah.
you remember any people?
I can remember quite a few. I think the first night we had at the lineup was Jackie Daly and Seamus Craig. A few local guys got up to play. A couple of lads came in from Alan Wood to play. Some people from Eden Derry came in to play. It was a great night. Went down a treat. We got 24 large bottles from the man who owned the pub after we'd finished, and a lot more on top of that.
And the people like Paul Brady and Donal Lunny.
They came down in all
like
different weeks, every Thursday night, £1-2 to get in at the time, and that basically covered the musicians. And Paul Brady, Andy Irvine, Jimmy Crowley, his band Stoker's Lodge, Sean Keane. We couldn't get the chieftains all together, so we could get 4 of them maybe, or 5 or 3 of them, depending on whatever. If they came for Punchestown races, we'd have them ready for the Rakes of Kildare. They'd play that night. Liam O'Flynn, Sean Keane, they played up there one night. We had Barry Moore, Eilish, she sang a couple of songs up there in her day. God, we had our Log, a group from Wales, came over to play. They sang. We had a King's Galliard. They were a Dutch group who were big into Irish music at the time. They played there. Mary Black, did I mention her already? Freddie White.
Right.
What was thriving? The Floating Dublin Blues Band. We would have a blues night every now and then, or a rock and roll night.
So would you sing a song from that time? Do you feel it'd be?
Well, I will, of course. But oh God, if I could go through, if I could only remember everybody at this moment. If I'd written a list, it would have been handier. But we had a menu. Nicky had it. I was looking at it there maybe 15 years ago, and I said, Jesus, did all these people play here? It went on for years. But
so Barry
well,
Gruff is the only people that he does that now. Has different bands now.
Who's this?
Barry Gruff.
Oh yes, Barry.
It's the nearest
right. Barry
thing to
Healy.
that,
Yeah. Nice young fella. He'll go a long way. I hear he's going to Canada.
That's far
That's
away.
a long way. You better tell him it's a long walk home.
It's a long swim home.
It's a long swim. I'll try this Bob Dylan song. You ain't going nowhere. My mother always said that to me, and sometimes I think she was right. We'll do it in the key of G.
Key G.
Because it's the only key I know it in. And I'll fire in a bit of harmonica. So swift, the rain won't lift, the gate won't close and the river flows. Keep your eyes on weather time, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna call. And oh, we're gonna fly down in the easy chair. I don't care how many letters they sent. Morning came and then morning went. Pick up your money and pack up your tent. You ain't going nowhere. Ooh, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna call. I know we're gonna fly down in the easy chair. Buy me a flute, a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself down to a tree with roots, because you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna call. And oh, we're gonna fly down in the easy chair. They say that Genghis Khan, he could not keep his kings and queens supplied with their sleep. But we'll climb that mountain no matter how steep, whenever we get up to it. Ooh, we ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna call. Oh, we're gonna fly down in the easy chair. Ooh, we ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna call. And oh, we're gonna best I can do on a Tuesday evening, on the 1st of April. We're rolling, Bob. This is a song called Bound for California. You're right, boss. I've been a poor boy. Nothing's ever gone my way. But now I'm bound for California, and I'm leaving right away. I've often dreamed of riches, and I've often dreamed of gold. But I've oftentimes been hungry, and I've often been cold. But now I'm off to California. Yes, I'm California bound. Oh, I'm off to California, where there's gold there in the ground. Yes, I'm bound for California. I'm California bound. I'm going to California. Oh, there's gold there to be found. And well, I mean, it speaks for itself, but it's a good 30 years old, nearly as old as myself. Coal miner, your day's work is done. The pit has closed, you know, used to know one. A lifetime you spent working the coal mining's your life, coal mining's your soul. I was born, I was raised in a coal mining town. I was 15 years old when I went underground. 5 miles down where the sun never shines. Spent my lifetime in a coal mine. My father before me was a coal miner too. He was killed in an accident in 52. More died that day, God rest their souls, buried alive under tons of black coal. I can still see the widows of the miners who died. I can still see the tears my own mother cried. Her only man had been taken away. I can tell that she died with him that day. Coal miner, your day's work is done. Oh, the pit has closed, you're no use to no one. A lifetime you spent working the coal mining's your life, coal mining's your soul. I'm an old miner, my day's work is done. My chest is heavy with the miner's black lung. My body is crippled and aching in pain, poisoned by the black dust that flows through my veins. Yes, the mines have closed and the miners all gone. Most of them dead, save a few hanging on. Here's a toast to all miners, wherever you may be. I praise God there are no coal mines in eternity. Coal miner, your day's work is done. Now the pit has closed, you're no use to no one. A lifetime is spent working the coal mining's your life, coal mining's your soul. Coal miner, your day's work is done. Oh, the pit has closed, you're no use to no one. A lifetime you spent working the coal mining's your life, coal mining's your soul. This is a song called Loving Arms Again. I wrote it as a kind of country song and I hope it sounds that way, but if it doesn't, tough luck. won't sleep and I won't eat. I won't even cross the street. I won't beg, steal or borrow, and I won't give in to sorrow. And I will cry and wonder why. I won't look up at the sky till I lie in your loving arms again. I will walk the longest mile, I will wait the longest while, I will draw the longest line, and I will dig the deepest mine, and I will wait outside your door. I will wait forevermore till I lie in your loving arms again. In your arms, in all your loving charms, till I lie in your loving arms again. I will face the winter cold, I will stand up and I'll be bold. I can be as soft as rain, I can take away your pain. I can watch you watching me. I can only wait and see until I lie in your loving arms again. In your arms, and all your loving charms, till I lie in your loving arms again. In your arms, and all your loving charms, till I lie in your loving arms again. In your arms, and all your tender charms, till I lie in your loving arms again. Till I lie in your loving arms again. Right. So we're rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
This is a song called Burden to Carry. Well, the sun is burning in a bright blue sky, and I'm walking in the shade. All around my soul there's a crown of thorns, and in my heart there's a 6-inch blade. Got a burden to carry in a world so far that I can't see. And I'm wounded, I'm cut so deep. Good Lord, it's bleeding me. Got a burden to carry and a bad taste in my mouth. Now I'm standing at the point of no return. My head is heavy, my breathing too, and my eyes they burn. Got a burden to carry and a shotgun to my heart. Well, the moon is rising in the east and the day is turning red. Cold blood pumping through my veins, my body feels like lead. I got a burden to carry and I'm weary from the load. Sun is burning in a dark red sky, and I'm tired